everybody. So we're going to be making these shaker doors today. I'm trying to find the easiest, most inexpensive way for me to be able to build these things. Seen a few YouTube channels that they did it, and what we're using today is a 1/2 inch MDF and a 1/4 inch Bearch, and that's for the stiles and the rails. And then I went around the perimeter after I glued them all down and did a round over, a little bit of edging, just to kind of give it a little finish, and plus the paint to be able to hold better. So I'm going to have to really put a good coat of primer on, maybe a few coats, and then I'm going to paint them white to match the rest of my cabinets. So I know this isn't the professional way to do this, but nonetheless, I'm not a cabinet maker. I'm a DIY guy, and so we're going to attempt to do all my cabinet doors this way and see how they come out. So I have 3 different sizes, but so these are the smaller ones of them, as you can see. Got my stiles and rails, and so what I'll do is I'll put the wood glue on the backs of these and put them in place. Then I have a bunch of these clamps here that I'll use to clamp them all down, so that I get a good adhesion on here, and try not to have any lifting or around the edges on the inside and on the outside. So what I did was I took the measurement of the cabinet doors, what they're going to be, and I added a 1/4 inch to them, and also to the stiles and rails. And then what I will do is come back and trim off an 1/8 inch around the whole perimeter, and that will give me the size of my cabinet doors. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. I should have done one of these longer ones first. I couldn't find, it was hard enough to find a 1/2 inch MDF, and I could not find, I heard some people say they use 1/4 inch MDF, but I could not find any. I searched all my box stores around here, and even an hour away from here, some of the lumber yards, nobody had it. So that's why I ended up going with the Bearch. Some of the YouTube channels that you may visit speak about utilizing the MDF and the 1/4 inch, but I just couldn't find it. Went to both box stores. They called their suppliers to see if they could order it in for me, and they could not. So either these guys misspoke, or they have a supplier that they get their stuff from. So not sure.
Now I'll just sandwich this on here and clamp it down.
Look around the perimeter of this, see if it lays flat. You know, Doesn't look like it is. So I'll put this one aside and go on to the next one. I will come back with on when I get ready to trim them down on the table saw. So stay tuned for that part. Okay. Now I'm going to be cutting these down. I set my fence off to cut off an 1/8 on both sides. These are like 13.5 by 13. So then I'll change it up when I get ready to do the short side. But this is the long side right now. So it's, I already did one side. I cut it, and now I'm going to finalize the cut at 13.5 on this side. So I'll just go ahead and do that. You can watch. Set up my fence to cut it at it should be measuring right now 13.25, so I'll take off an 1/8 right now, so I'll do 13.25, so I'll do 13.1/8. I'll set my fence up at my final cut, which is 13. Okay, that takes care of this. There's a nice finished edge, but I'm going to round over the face of it a little bit, maybe with about a 1/4 inch round over, and then they'll be ready to sand and paint both sides. But I still have to I have to create a jig for the pre-existing holes for the hinges, so that they line up on my on the cabinets themselves, so everything looks good. Alright, I have some longer ones here, so I'm going to do the same thing as I did to the smaller ones. I have 3 different sizes, so making some noise. Okay, I'm going to take and round over these edges here. You'll see what it looks like when I'm done. Kind of set my router up on this table, up underneath. Here we go. Alright, I'll sand all these down. I'm gonna sand the whole face down, the edges, and hit the backside here so the primer would take. So, yep, just sand all this stuff down. We'll be good to go. Okay, got the cabinet doors up. This is just dry fitting them because they had pre-existing holes on the hinge side, so I had to lay them all out to make sure got them all aligned pretty good. So these manufactured homes, or mobile homes I should say, they're a little wonky, so it's hard to make sure everything's true and square. But I will take them off and get them primed up and painted. I also have to drill the holes for the handles. Yeah, turned out pretty good. For the cost, I'm pleased with it. Just hopefully the primer and the paint takes good. Alright, stay tuned. Cabinet doors are up. Still got to do the knobs on them. Alright, showing you the final picture of the cabinet doors with the awesome knobs. Very cool. Alright, thanks for watching.